Alrighty, I'm back. I think we're just gonna keep going here. I think I might have stumbled across some new strategies. Somehow, it never occurred to me that you can combine the effects of the corruption that comes from affliction with star blessings that leverage it. I don't know why I never thought about that, but I feel kind of dumb now. I feel like it's almost like we just unlocked a whole new chest of items, but we didn't. Let's keep going, though. Again, we don't necessarily want to keep the same build every time, so, I mean, it's not going to be a big deal if we don't get that exact combo again. Whenever you would lose all chanting, I mean, I just said all that stuff about all the new combos, but, like, we never use chanting. Chanting's the one build that actually forces you into a chanting build. Like, if you pick up a chanting item, you have to go chanting for the rest of the run. I feel like I just never pick it up, but maybe today will be the day. Whenever you or a sentinel deal corruption or apply affliction to anybody, apply one relief to that target. Okay, so that's basically what we just had, kind of. We're just going to be stacking a bunch of relief. Whenever you or a sentinel deal corruption to an enemy, you receive healing. Okay, again, that's kind of the same thing. Almost. Kind of not really. I guess I don't mind if we go with the chanting build then. Let's see what this is. Whenever you would lose all chanting, all enemies receive purification for each chanting you have. At the start of battle, add one chanting die into your pool. So instead of losing chanting, you just deal damage. Is that permanent? Does that mean we just never lose chanting? Because that would be kind of overpowered, I think. As you can see there, chanting says if you don't deal, or if you deal purification not coming from chanting, virtue, or a starter die, you lose all chanting. So that kind of forces you out of any other builds, right? But this is saying whenever you would lose all chanting, all enemies just receive purification. Which to me sounds a little overpowered. That just is straight damage. That was like my one problem with chanting, is that it forces you into a chanting build, but here we are, I guess. So we can build up Soul Heat again, we can do something with that. We can start a Sands of Time build, okay. Or just start defending ourselves. So essentially, I guess our damage would be from building up chanting. We would just have a bunch of those dice, and we would not be worried about dealing damage from something else. So let's pick up some defense, let's get that started. And once we come across some more damage, like Serenity here, we'll just pick it up as we see it. Here we go. Deal one chanting. Deals an additional purification for each chanting you have and gain one chanting. Okay. So then, if I were to play this, this is not a starter die, so this should get rid of my chanting. But my Star Blessing should block it, so you should receive 5 damage. Yes. Ooh. Oh, but we do still lose the chanting. Oh, okay, I understand. I thought that was saying we just keep the chanting, but we do lose it, but we just, you know, turn it into damage. Okay, alright. That's pretty reasonable. And some healing. I gotta get all the way up to full, so... Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. That should get me there, plus like one of these. Oh, that'll do it. There we go. Gotta get up to full again. Seems like the way to do that this turn would be Scorching Sands. Let's do a little Hourglass Mastery. Get our soul heat built up. There we go. I don't see any reason why to shield ourselves this turn, so let's just turn this all into damage. Six damage. Can we do 6 damage without dying? I can see 3 here, and then actually probably opens up this. So yeah, we can do that. Or we'll just spam glass daggers. That also works. Alrighty. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time reading today. I feel like I'm like relearning what everything does. I feel like I say that every time too, but this time it just feels like I completely forgot how the game like works. And I'm just like, I don't know what these do. I feel like I'm gonna use them wrong. I'm just gonna die. Cleansing Conflagration. Apply 1 affliction to an enemy. Deal 2 purification to all targets for each affliction they have. So we would want affliction to be everywhere. Increases soul heat by 1 for each creature with affliction. Yeah, so we just want affliction to be everywhere in that case, which is not what we want with our build. But we have no chanting here, so let's do defense. And still no chanting, okay. So let's do incorruptible. Stuff seems to be enough of a threat that we should be worried about defense more than we are. Okay. Man. Even the battles, like, this seems pretty standard. This is like easy turn. This is like baby mode, but for some reason I'm hesitating. I'm like, I don't know. I feel like every wrong move, or every move I make is going to be the wrong move. I just don't want to do anything, but gotta do something. Overcorrupting you is not going to do anything. Hurting myself is not going to do anything. So we can essentially just throw that out. One damage is not a problem. I would like to heal though. Do that with this, with Eclipse Blast. Light Shield, might as well. I'll just go ahead and prevent you from healing. There we go. Here's something. So theoretically, if we were to play this and just build up chanting through reshuffles, that would just be a lot of damage built up here. Only problem is we just don't have reshuffles or more chanting dice. So if we deal damage not coming from, what was it, starter dice or, can't remember, virtues, right? Virtues, starter dice, and chanting, right? That's the only things we can do damage with? Yeah, okay. So we could do this, we could do this. We could use our virtue. I do want to heal, but we couldn't use this if we wanted to keep chanting. But for now, that's kind of just an extra 4 damage, so that's really just 6 damage, which is actually pretty great, especially with Serenity. Yeah, look at that. Maybe that's the real secret of chanting, huh? Is to find a specific combo that works with that, but doesn't necessarily adhere to the core mechanic of chanting, huh? A bit odd, but I guess it works. It's not too often you get to treat an exploit of a certain build or a certain item as the default use, but it seems like, honestly, that's a little bit better of a use than just regular chanting, in my opinion. Okay, what do we have here? Inventive would be fine, just to discard stuff. Serenity, I always just can't resist picking up Serenity. Especially because now I know I'm hip to the fact that we can just reforge Torment. That was another thing that I just kind of picked up last time that for some reason just completely went over my head. You can reforge stuff like Torment or like negative criticals if you're playing like Astrea, stuff like that. Solar Lullaby. What does this do again? Apply 1 relief to a target or trigger relief on a target. On all targets. Oh. That's fine. We're not really spreading around that much relief, though. So give me concentration. I'll take that. False Prophecy? At the start of battle... Oh, but we get 3 epic dice or 2 star blessings. At the start of battle, apply Affinity Hidden to all enemies. No, this usually doesn't go well. I don't see any reason why we would want to hide the enemy dice. We don't have that much defense so that we can just tank that without worrying about it. So, fortunately, we do have to leave. Let's go ahead and reforge that torment that I was talking about. So extra serenity, relief, refresh, astral rebound. Maybe that we can use that. You know what? I guess if we did land on that face, we would want to actually rebound this die. Only problem is if we use astral rebound, then we would have to play this die or astral rebound to put it back into our pool, right? So we can't have astral rebound on the die that we want to use astral rebound on. It's another really odd way to word that, but we would have to put it on like this one or on this one or something like that. We can do that though, for sure. Let's go to replace the area torment, because that's going to be the worst of the two. So yeah, ideally we would want, like, roll this astral rebound and then in like the next turn or something roll this die here, or where's the other one? This one, so we can get a replay of either of those. That would be the ideal situation. Okay. This might be a bit of a long fight now that we don't have that weird exploit with the overcorruption, but let's see here. One relief is not going to do anything to you, so let's just put that on myself. Overcorrupting you is not going to do anything, so let's just go ahead and do that on myself as well. And then we might as well just protect you from overcorrupting yourself and then deal 1 damage. Yes, this seems okay. We can do this, and then this, and then you'll take us down to the Hourglass Mastery Virtue, so that's great. Oh, never mind. I had the right idea there, just executed it wrong. Some extra damage with chanting, don't mind if I do. Ooh. Oh, I didn't think about this. Ooh, this actually might be pretty interesting. If we can get something going with Hourglass Mastery, that's actually a lot of damage potential. I didn't think about that. So now that's like 12 damage just stuck in there. And again, if we can get some more chanting dice, or if we can get some refreshes, that'll be a lot. That's interesting. If we can get some Hourglass Mastery, that'd be awesome. Okay, so we gotta heal up. There's 3. Might as well take what we can. So this turn, we can go ahead and throw all this damage onto you. Maybe we'll hit a Serenity in there somewhere. Oh, okay. That's fine. I do see the concentration here. At the start of turn, increase soul heat by 1. Okay, that's not too great, actually. Okay, let's just play normally. We'll, sink everything into Scorching Sands, basically. There's our Serenity. It's gotta hit a good reroll here. Ah, unlucky. Of course. Okay, thankfully we don't have anything that would get rid of our chanting, so there's still potential there. And in the meantime, we can go ahead and refresh that reroll, actually. Yeah. So let's do that. Let's reroll this again. Unlucky again. Ah. Okay. Don't believe we can do anything after that, unless we get another corrupt action now from this. No. Okay. That's fine. This isn't good. I might lose a life here. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. We can play a little risky, actually. We could do a... We can hurt ourselves, and then Hourglass Mastery this bad boy right here. Except for the fact that that would make us lose a life. Whereas we could just end turn. And maybe this will hit the enemy, so we wouldn't lose a life. Yeah, it's not worth it. Let's just keep our life, if we can. Apply relief. There's some shielding. I'll go ahead and do that now. Deal 3 corruption. No. Definitely want the relief. And the purification here. Oh, but you're going to hit 6 again, so maybe just... we do that. Yeah, great. Give me chanting? Yeah, there it is. Okay, here we go. And Serenity. Ooh. Okay, yeah, we're setting up pretty nicely here. Oh, look at that. Amazing. I would definitely rather have extra Serenity than extra chanting, I'll tell you that. Amazing. Now we should be able to throw just about anything here, and you'll take damage from it. Yeah, awesome. But we didn't even really need the chanting. We didn't have much of a chance to use it anyways, but turns out we didn't really need it. Nice. Alright. Spiritual Blast, what do you do? Soul Heat 0, deal 2 corruption to all targets. Soul Heat 5, deal 4 purification. Soul Heat 10, deal 12 purification. We still don't have too much to generate Soul Heat. That would be a great little boost of damage, though, if we can coordinate that with the chanting. We could set off the purification bomb with the chanting bomb, and that'd be a lot of damage. Otherwise, what do we have? Just a lot of luck involved here, basically. Yeah, I'll take the Spiritual Blast. That seems a little more guaranteed. A little more safe, ironically. While you have 6 corruption on your meter, you deal extra damage. Okay. Every 8 times you deal purification to enemies, gain 1 boost. Okay. You can shuffle rewards. Do we want extra damage or do we want extra reward choice? I can't imagine we're gonna put ourselves at 1 HP too often, but I also think we might find ourselves at 1 HP. So I do feel like this could help us out, but I mean, shuffling rewards every choice is kind of crazy, especially when we have such a diverse build right now. We can use just about anything. So there's some extra points. Gonna have to remember that. Gonna have to keep our lives intact so we can sacrifice them at the shrines. Whenever relief is applied to a sentinel, apply 1 relief to all enemies. Okay, that seems great. Every 8 times you deal purification, gain 1 boost. Or every 4 times you deal purification, receive 1. That also seems great, but I will take the what is that called? The Gardas Cartouche. I'll take that. Let's see if we can actually make it past the first boss. After 2 hours of this. I saw an incorruptible in there. You can't trick me. Can we get our soul heat up to 5, though? If we did something like hurting ourselves with this, we could refresh this, which should be 1 to our soul heat. So we can get 1, 2, 3. And that might be it, actually. The idea is we want 5 soul heat for this, but I don't think we can get it there. Unfortunate, but let's just go ahead and play out the turn. Oh, hold on. I can do this. Yeah, yeah, look at that. Got lucky. Awesome.